everyone, today is going to be very out of the ordinary, but I honestly don't care. I need to tell people this. Seriously, this video will be about the time some jackass on my block called the police on me. I'm going to say this right now. There are a lot of times I have been wrong. This time, for sure, I was not. If you enjoy this story time, please like this video for more, and I might do more. I honestly don't know. So the time starts out at around pretty sure in November, December. I honestly can't remember, but I know it's around winter time. So it was snow on the ground, so I'd say around December or January. So at this time I was walking my dog. It was actually about 6, 7 o'clock. It wasn't, no, I'd say a little bit earlier than that, because it wasn't that dark, but like you could tell it was about to get dark. But anyway, so I was walking my dog, and I was going up the same route I usually do. So it's like a block, of course, and then there's an alleyway, like about a quarter up the block, where it leads into the huge street. So usually I walk my dog around the block, and I go in through that alleyway, which I guess you can see is kind of a shortcut. Not really a shortcut, but I go through it, and then I go down the street that my house is on, which is the same block. Alright, so I go that way, and let me say this. I know you are supposed to clean up after your dog, but sometimes I forget to bring it back. Sometimes I don't bring it back on purpose. But anyway, let's get on with this. I walk up and I go into the alleyway. My dog stops to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. So we go up to the alleyway, and then my dog stopped to go to the bathroom. She pooped. And I was like, oh my god, I don't have a bag. Remy, why did you do that? Trying to like make it seem like I didn't already notice that I didn't have a bag. But I already knew I didn't have a bag. But I just wanted to play it off because I knew that there was a guy like right there, right in front of his house, doing some work, I think. And he noticed it. So we finished walking down the alley, we go down my street, and then I hear a voice, and he's like, hey! And I turned around and I was like, huh? And he said, you gonna clean it up? I said, I don't have a bag. And he says, what actually started to make me very upset, he tells me, well, if you don't come clean it up, I'm gonna have to call the police. Number one, I'm gonna be on this for a while. Number one, I don't have a bag. I already told you I do not have a bag. Fucking twice, matter of fact. I told you I do not have a bag. So what do you think I'm gonna do? Just pick it up with my fucking hands and just walk to my house, throw it in the trash? I mean, like, if you had some common sense, you say, okay, I'll loan you a bag so you can pick it up, but don't do this again. If he had common sense, he would do that, but clearly he didn't. He thought I was just gonna pick the shit up with my hands. No. That's not how that works for me. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but that's what he thought. So I said, okay, hold on. And I walked back to my house, and I did what I usually do. I made a huge fuss over it, and I like it was my brother's girlfriend was right there in the living room, and my mom was upstairs in the bathroom, I think. Either in the bathroom or in her room, but she was close enough to the stairs that she could hear me ranting. So she's like, what happened? I'm like, this, like, I didn't actually say this because my mom and I'm 13, I'm gonna get my ass whooped with my curse. but I said, oh, I pretty much said, like, this fucker, like, what, like, just because this one time I didn't bring a bag, I had to clean the shit up. Like he made a huge deal out of it. So she was like, okay, well, just go clean it up. I'm like, of course I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna just be a complete fucking douche, even though I should have. So anyway, I went to go get a bag, and I went back up the street, and I did something even though I shouldn't have did it. But he didn't like react to it though, because he was inside, probably bitching about it. And I said, I picked up the shit, I wrapped it in the bag and everything, and I said, happy now? Are you good? And then I walked back and I threw it in the trash. And I came back in, and my mom was all dressed up. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, we're going up to that person's house. I was like, oh, okay. So we go up to his house, and I was like, why are we, he was like, can I have a little talk with him, because this is when I was only 12 years old, like, my birthday was, like, this year, like, a few days ago, it was on the 13th of June, so, it was the summer stuff, so I'm, like, 12 right now. He said, you shouldn't threaten to call the police on a 12-year-old boy, and with all these cases around with police brutality, the police can make it into like such a big deal, and I can end up getting hurt or dead because your ass wanted to call the cops over dog shit that you could have just picked up. So my mom talked to him, and he wasn't making that big of a deal, even though she was like saying, he's like, I don't appreciate how you said that you're gonna call the cop for my kid. Oh yeah, also he said this. I completely forgot this. That's embarrassing though. So he also said, I'm gonna call the cop. I know where you live. He said that too, which is actually kind of fucking creepy if you really think about it. But anyway, so my mom's like, I don't feel like you should have said that to my child. If you knew where we lived, you should have knocked on our door to talk to us about it. Don't threaten a 12-year-old boy, and you're gonna call the police on him. And then he was like, well, it's a social health issue that in our community that has dog crap all over the floor and everything. And then we're still like we're talking about this, and then his fucking wife looks like his fucking mother. All these wrinkles on her fucking face. She will come out and say, I'm getting sick and tired of this. Your dog has been walking around here and he never cleans up the trash. He's been doing this for a whole year. Mind you, and we said this too, we said it to the girl. We said, we have not had this dog for a full year. And even so, even if we did have this dog for a full year, I have not been walking her for a full year. And not every single day on the dot I have been walking her. There have been some days where I didn't walk her. There have been some days where I didn't walk in that general area. There have been days where I just like there were lots of other variety of days. And you're gonna tell me that I've had my dog for a year. And last time I checked, this is not fucking deception. You have not been inside my house. You don't know when we got a new dog or not. So don't fucking tell me how long we've had our dog. So my mom's like, no, we didn't even have the dog for over a year. And she was like, oh, that's a lie, this, that, and the third. I'm like, my mom was about to say, go back in your house, lady. Like, she was about to say that too. So we was like, it's not that big of a deal. He said sorry and everything, and he said, well, I don't think, I was like, all this stuff. And she said, like the thing with the police brutality, and that's 100% true. Don't fucking call the cops on some 12-year-old kid. He was like I came in, like, not in tears, but I was pretty fucking upset. You gotta say, call the cops. So we walked off in the alleyway, because we were in the alleyway. We were knocking on the door and everything. That's where the house is. So we go to the end of our alleyway, the end of our side of the alleyway, where we go down to our street. And she screams as loud as she can. She said, my mom said, I bet if we were white, you wouldn't have said shit. And we walked off. Now, I'm gonna say this. I'm not one. They say every single thing that happens is about racism. Because it's just inconvenient that the person I'm arguing with or something is white and I'm black. So I wouldn't think that. I'm not that kind of person, even though sometimes it does run in the back of my head. But I don't like think of, that's not my first decision to think when I think of stuff like that. So anyway, my thing about that is I'm not one for like racist acts and shit. I'm not like the first to think of that. Like, I wouldn't say it's a part of racism. I'm saying it's a part of like, yes, I was being irresponsible, but I came back and fixed my mistake and said, okay, I'm going to clean it up. And I cleaned it up. My brothers would have said, fuck you, and wouldn't have cleaned it up at all. Seriously though, like, fuck them, seriously. Well, that's it for my video, guys. I'm starting to run out of time, so I'm going to say this quickly. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you later. Peace out. Toodles, bye.
Home skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room.